All right, welcome back. Well, I'm gonna get ready to go out. So I want to show you guys what I do. I'm gonna take the UDR and this one out and get them ready to go out and run again tomorrow. So I'm gonna get this one put all back together and take it out again. So I temporarily put this one back together just to check some stuff on the rear, get the tires out, that kind of stuff, to show you guys how to do that. So I want to check over the truck before I take it out and run it again, because if something's about to break or something's loose, something that I can save rather than just going out and bashing it again, because I do run my stuff hard. I did finish watching Fog City, went out there, he's got one. He went out there, bashed it pretty hard, landed on the front a bunch and broke a front bumper, which great. Did exactly what I did. He went ahead and lowered the back, raised up the front, and he had a blast with it, which I think is awesome, because that's what we're looking at. Now my battery tray is stuck. I can't get it open. So right now I am going to work on trying to get this thing opened up. I hear rocks and everything falling in there. So right now what I'm doing is sticking some bars in and seeing if I can wiggle this thing and pop this battery tray open. Just trying to wedge him in there without snapping it. It's quite ridiculous. Having a fight with this thing. There we go. God, it is just all wedged up. Now I'm gonna bring you guys in. So right now I've got this out. So the pin is out and it's stuck out. It's staying out on its own. I do have the foam in there. Sand will get in here when you're running in the desert, so for a desert truck to have a door stick like this, knowing that you're going to get sand in here, really fighting with this thing, guys. I mean, it's almost out. It's just, I feel this is ridiculous, but I mean, there we go. See all the sand and grit? Look at all the sand on this foam. Now I should be able to get my batteries out. Definitely something you don't want is a battery shorted or a battery that impacted and is blowing up and you can't get the door off. This is really stuck. It's like there's sand or something in it. That's just brake clean, trying to blow the sand out. See, it's still stuck. Something's stuck in there. So what I'm going to do right now that I got the batteries out and that door out and the body off, is I'm going to lift this body out of here. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to wash this shell. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the body cleaned up right now. This is just soapy water. No special solution in this. And I do this every time I take a car out. Before I run it again, once I'm going to run it back to back, this is what I do. I don't always do it in the house. I'm doing it in the house for video purposes. Right. You take care of your RC, it will take care of you. Now there's some zip ties here that looks like they slid off something. They're not cut. So we will probably zip tie that back up. This goes to the body. Now I'm going to put it upside down. I'm not trying to make it spotless, I'm just wiping it down because I am going to run it again tomorrow. But if this sand is in here and it's everywhere, then you pile up more sand, you end up with all that squeaking from running it, and it just gets worse and worse. So we're going to lubricate, check a few things, make sure some hardware's not loose, that kind of stuff. Cleaning it's a good way to find loose stuff, loose bolt stuff that's coming out. At least that's what I find. But since I am going to run it again, all I'm trying to do is make sure that all the sand, grit, rocks, everything like that is out. Now that we got that done, lay down my towel. Get my clean body in here, as clean as I could get it. Now before I secure anything, what I'm going to do is plug in these wires just to make sure they're not pinched any place. So now that I got that done, I will be securing those with zip ties once I get some of this bolted together, or back together I should say. The 4 long bolts, I'll put those back in first. So there are the 4. Now I'm going to take these 4 and hold down the front bracket. We're almost done putting the body back on. Now there's 2 up front, right in here. And these should be those 2. And that's all that holds on the front. Now here's the wire I unplugged, which you don't need to unplug, because that just stays part of the body for the front light bar. And then the toughest part, I think, will be lining up this back, because there's actually 3 pieces that line up, and you got to sneak it through here. All right, so I got this side in, and what I did was I drilled a small hole in the body so that I can get the screw in. So it will make it easier for maintenance and stuff for me later on, because I want to pull the cage off with the body. So adding a small hole there is really going to help me out. So I'll show you what I did. So there is a cage behind this, so I want to go right in front of that cage, down here at the bottom. Oh, start a pilot hole. I really don't like those drill bits from Harbor Freight. They're terrible. They're really bad. So I'm adding a hole so that the head of the screw goes through. There we go. It's lined up. So now the body's all back on and secure. Get some zip ties. I'm going to zip tie those wires so they don't get in the way of the suspension to that bar I just put on. All right, so we got it all wiped down. Now I'm going to use some Insta Shine, just clean up the RC a little bit. All my plastics. Makes the RC look brand new again, and it is water based, so it doesn't hurt plastic, trim, that kind of stuff. Insta Shine makes them look like just came off the shelf. And there we go. Losi Super Baja Rey 2.0. You can see the rake I have. I have the front cranked way up and the back settled down. And we're going to get this thing out and get it ripping again. So there we go. I got to get the UDR ready next. But I just wanted to go through and show you how I get an RC ready before I take it out ripping. Now let's get some batteries charged up, get them put back in there, and get out there. Alright, see you guys on my next video. Thanks for watching.